Mountain View Gym with
Kyle.
Kyle. He is the personal trainer here. What do you specialize in?
I specialize in weight loss, muscle gain, and bodybuilding off-season and reps.
How old are you?
I am
24. So I just turned 36. Competed in, I think, it's 9 bodybuilding shows from 2007 all the way up to 2020. And so we're kind of just doing I guess it's weird to say a new school versus old school. It's weird saying that I'm an old school guy now. But we're just going to see what kind of different training styles you have. So I'm going to hop in with you. I'm going to run through one of your leg days and maybe we'll just throw in some of the
Cody and I were talking before we started. And we have 2 completely opposite styles of training when it comes to leg days. Cody likes to do the big heavy meat and potato movements first, get them out of the way. I like to do them last after I've kind of almost pre-exhausted everything, so I don't have to load up quite as much weight on those big heavy compound movements. Usually I feel a little bit more stretched out, loosened up from, especially for movements like hamstring curls, abdomen machines, those sorts of things to really feel like I'm ready to squat. I like to a little bit too tight on the squats when I do my first movement.
kind of rep range.
Rep ranges for this more accessory kind of work, I usually try to keep it on my 10 to 15 mark. Regardless of what kind of weight I load up, it's just technical failure. Unless it's like a set, like on squats or something, where I'm trying to do mass weights week, I usually don't use
Now, is this considered a warm-up here?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I get someone with a 3 to 4 weight range coming in on field today.
So one thing I've noticed in my vast years of bodybuilding, right? I used to be the guy that would come in here and try to lift as heavy as possible. I guess that's what I was told, you know, but one thing I've noticed ever since I stopped doing that, I included more rest days. The amount of muscle growth that I've gotten from training, way different, especially my calves. My calves I was strong as shit, but they just weren't growing. Like, I couldn't get them to grow. And so I stopped trying to just load. And I just really focused on squeezing and burning. And I've noticed that my calves are growing. And now they're just pretty decent size up.
Pretty decent. Little shit, the size of my quads. Are you okay? Let's do it. Goal here is to make set 3 look exactly like set 1 in terms of execution.
There you go. There you go. Let's go, make it burn. Blow them up. There you go.
Holy shit.
That feel good?
Woo. I love it. Calves should burn like a motherfucker if you do them right.
How do you feel about a training partner?
I usually train alone. And that's not just because like I think it's optimal or whatever. It's just there's so much psychology in training for me that like I just fucking love getting in here, moving weight, and being in my own head.
Oh yeah.
So, like sometimes when like it's like I have to come in here and I'm expected to talk to this person or whatever. It's like sometimes it's just like, man, this is just like my stress relief from the day, and I don't want to talk to anyone.
Right. See, that's what I've been trying to tell people. Like I come in here, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody, but everybody wants to come talk to me. I'm kidding.
I'm not trying to be a douche.
Yeah.
I just love training.
Well, you didn't meet me prior to this, but when I was in prep mode, dude, I was such an asshole in here. Like people could tell in my face that I did not want to talk to you. Right? I came in here to do business. I want to get the fuck out.
It's work.
So you come in here, you do your job, and then you leave. The problem is that a lot of people that are social butterflies want to come and talk and ask you, hey, how's prep? How do you feel? Motherfucker, how do you think I feel? I feel like shit every day. I feel like the Walking Dead. But they don't know, you know. A lot of people that ask you that, they don't know.
They got good intent.
Yeah, for sure.
They're trying to be friendly, cheer you up.
And for me specifically, like, I get really hangry.
Yeah.
So prep was, I was a dick. I can admit that, I was a dick.
Woo! I feel pretty good on that movement. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Feel like you've done enough?
My calves are blown up. So
movement number 2 for my quad focused leg day is going to be adductor. Normally I'll superset the calf raise and adductor machine. Working with a training partner today, and for the sake of the video, I didn't want to superset it just so we're bouncing back and forth and it looks super chaotic and there's no talking, whatever. Realistically, the only benefit of the superset would just be to save time, because no matter how hard I train my calves, unless I'm really gassing out my cardiorespiratory, it really shouldn't have an effect on how strong my adductors are. So like I said, normally I'd superset these. For the sake of having a training partner today, just do them one at a time because it's a little bit simpler that way. But we'll do pretty much same set and rep scheme here. 3 sets on this one. Each set's a failure. Last set, a little bit past failure. Something like an adductor machine, it's super easy to spot yourself. So my past failure on the 3rd set is probably just going to be using my hands to help close my legs, get the extra few reps there.
Oh yeah. I actually, I really started incorporating that one.
Yeah, I got it on my hamstring focused leg day now because my glutes on stage in my last show, I thought they could look more striated. I was lean.
You don't want a flat butt.
Exactly. I thought they could have a little bit extra like.
Even guys got to be double cheeked up.
Yes, sir. It's important to get the gym girls too. Yeah. Everyone thinks it's biceps. It's the glutes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's important to have that extra muscle right here too.
It's so important.
That's what I noticed in some of my shows, like my quads would be popping out.
Yeah.
But right here it'd just be so flat.
Exactly.
Nothing there.
You can't have big enough quads to compensate for a thigh gap.
Right.
I'm gonna take a pretty big jump on this. I'll probably grab a gym pin and toss a 45 on for the working sets. gym pin real quick.
All right. Oh my God, that's way too much. I can definitely tell I don't do this machine enough.
Yeah. This not normally in your rotation?
No.
Gotcha.
Not normal.
Do you plan on competing again?
Probably not for a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I have 2 small children right now, and that takes up 99% of my time.
That's a pretty good
Working around their schedule rather than our schedule.
That's a good priority to have.
Yeah.
It's a very damn selfish sport for as much as we love it.
Yeah. And it's just, you know, when you're competing, you have to, your diet has to be 100%.
Got food in the house.
You can't vary from, you know, that.
Yeah.
So being able to do anything that's a struggle.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. Right now, it's just not worth it to me, but not saying that I won't do it in the future.
Yeah. It's priorities, man. That's a good priority to have. Oh. Oh. Fuck. All right.
Impressive. That's impressive. That's a lot of weight. You can squeeze some watermelons. We gotta get Kyle to squeeze a watermelon. You can't have only chicks be doing that. Nice.
Okay. One assisted pass failure, I really have to make myself chill out because like there's some movements that just feel so good and I feel like I'm actually fucking growing with each rep. Obviously that's not how hypertrophy works, but like on this set it's like I hit failure and I do that one assisted and my mind's like 5 to 10 more assisted, just fucking burn it out. I want to save a little bit more to get a few more productive reps in sets 2 and 3. Then on set 3 I can be that fucking maniac that just keeps pumping them out because it feels damn good.
It does. I can already tell after the first set that I'm starting to fatigue in that area. Oh man. Yeah.
That is some crazy ass flexibility you have.
It's just short legs. It's short legs. There's that much range of motion there. It's just short legs.
Oh shit.
So what got you into bodybuilding?
It's actually football.
Football?
So, yeah, and my freshman year of high school was obviously my first year of like JV varsity high school, doing it with the big kids. I've been playing football since 3rd grade up to that point, but that freshman year of high school, I had a super old school coach, and the freshmen were essentially just fodder. Like, just throw them at the seniors and see how high the seniors can launch us in the air.
Nice.
And like, I'm very competitive by nature, and like just being a freshman that was just getting like brutalized.
Demolished.
I was like, that shit's not happening again. Like I'm never gonna have another experience in my life with another man that like I just get so fucking embarrassed like that again. So the goal was to hit the weight room and just fucking, you know, kind of be unstoppable next year. And I was like the only one on my football team that like took training serious, and I was the only sophomore from the 2 high schools that I was in that started my sophomore year.
Yep.
So it clearly worked. But as a result of training for football, I started watching like YouTube videos on how to train, and I inadvertently started only watching bodybuilders train.
Yeah.
And I realized that style of training was just more for me than any other sport was. I finished out football through my senior year of high school, but like the whole time I was like, I can't wait for this shit to be done so I can just focus on bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Which, again, it was a rough start because everyone that was around me in the fitness community and people that were bodybuilding and everything at the time were always like, I don't know if you should pick this sport, you're gonna be tall, it's gonna take years to fill out the frame, blah, 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 blah. And fuck, was it hard to work through that, but like the love of training's always been there.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like, as long as I'm on the right path, like I don't really care how slow it happens, because like it'll happen someday. If I can be 6'4" and still completely fill out this frame, that's gonna be hard to like look away from on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, there's a reason why like guys like Samson Dowda, like they get on stage and have such a wow factor. Is they're big as fuck. They just occupy space.
Yeah.
Ooh, set 2. Shit.
That's interesting. That's interesting you said that, because what I've been trying to preach to high schoolers nowadays is you got to get in the weight room. You got to get in the weight room.
Yeah.
And you got to friggin' eat.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that kids nowadays, they don't eat enough, right? It's hard to when you're in high school.
Yeah.
But it is possible if you try.
Absolutely.
You know, buying protein bars or carrying a protein shake to school, going home at lunch if you can, you know.
The old school ways work. The fucking like chocolate milk that your old school like football coach tells you to do, like there's a reason why it was a thing for so long and so many coaches still preaches.
Yeah.
It just works.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the calories in.
I wish that I could go back in a time machine and tell my younger self, here's what you need to do.
Yeah, right.
And then who knows where I would have been. I don't know. Maybe nowhere. But just looking at my physique from now until back then, like I wish I could just tell all these younger kids, get in the weight room, get in the weight room.
Yeah.
Eat.
Pick up a fork.
Yes.
Most
eat.
important exercise, fork curls.
Eat. We're like, oh, I'm so full. No, you're not. Eat more.
Blend the chicken and rice.
Quality protein. That's what it is. It's just quality protein.
Do you want to adjust that?
I used to, before the gym back in the day, I used to go to McDonald's. I'd get 4 Big Macs, and I would smash 4 Big Macs.
Christ.
And this was before they shrunk them.
That's why you're fucking huge. Let's go, Cody. Big drive. Isolate it to the adductors. Come on. Yes, there you go. That's a contraction you're looking for. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. That's nasty. So on this set, I'm gonna lower the load a little bit, up the pin. Just because on that last working set, I didn't get quite as many reps as the first working set. Like the reps really declined. First set was like 10 plus or so. That second set, I would have guessed somewhere around 8. So if I do that same weight again, logic just tells me I'm probably gonna get around like 4 to 6. I don't wanna work that low of rep range for something like this, especially since we're squatting later, and adductors are extremely important to stabilize the knee. But I don't want the adductors to just be like completely shot, or my knee stability in my squat patterns is just gonna be out the door, and then might as well not even squat today. So up the load, or lighten the load a little bit, and aim for a little bit more reps. Since this is the last set of adductors, I'll be taking them a hair past failure, using my hands to just squeeze out the last little bit of range of motion on some of these reps.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel they're really blown up right now.
It feels so good, man. Yeah. When I train in a gym that doesn't have an adductor machine versus does, my squats always feel so much different. They just feel so much better. Shout out to HQ Gym
for having every single piece of leg day equipment that you need.
Everything. Like 10 different squat variations here. We got it all.
And that's actually a good point. Usually when I come in and do a leg day, I switch up what kind of squat variation that I do. Yeah. I don't just do barbell squats every week.
Yeah.
I'll switch it up because why not? You have the variety.
Why not? Yeah. So some feel way better than others. There are some days where I come in, my hips are so damn tight that I just do pendulum squats. Some days I'm feeling really damn good and I'll bust out the hack squat or Smith squat or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Attaboy. Come on now. Attaboy. Attaboy. Big legs. Yep.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Oh my god. That shit feels good. Whew.
I'm actually gonna probably jump up a little bit here. One thing I noticed, like when I started implementing like this machine and doing more glute exercises, I could tell when I play hockey, my speed is just outrageous.
Interesting.
You wouldn't think looking at me like, he's not fast. You can ask John. This big body can move on the ice, but I attribute that just to pure leg power, you know, and implementing some of these different variations of exercise. So
I can see it.
Anybody listening to this that plays hockey, don't skip out on doing glutes and your hip exercises and calves too.
And calves.
Not only do you to avoid injury, but you're gonna get really fast on the ice. You know, that's all legs, right? Mm-hmm. Even football too. Like if you're a running back, fullback, you know, driving, you gotta have leg power.
All that chopping work.
Yeah. Just getting a little off subject, but when I was in DC for Army National Guard stuff, we met with Ricky Ellison, who is a former NFL player, very tied into the military. And he looked at me, he's like, "You're really big, but you gotta have more ass." He was talking about my legs. Like these NFL players, they just have huge legs, right?
Yeah. Makes sense. There we go. So that's it for adductor work then. So first 2 movements, calves, adductors, 3 sets of each of those. We'll start getting into our little bit more meat and potatoes movements now. We'll start with a hamstring curl. I always like doing hamstring curls on quad days prior to my quad work, largely in part due to John Meadows kind of enlightening the bodybuilding world on the benefit of doing hamstring curls prior to quad work. Great way to warm up the knee without putting stress directly on the knee joint. So before I squat, before I leg extension, I pretty much always do some sort of hamstring work. And you can't have big enough hamstrings, right? No one has, no, you don't look at anyone on stage and think, man, that guy's physique is great, but his hamstrings are too damn big.
I've actually heard that before. I think it was
really
Marshall Johnson had told me that, because I had been complaining about knee pain previously, and he said like to start out warm up on hamstring curls, get your knees all warmed up.
Exactly. So, it gets blood through the joint without putting the pressure on the joint.
Sure.
Yeah. So I love it. Ever since I've done it, I haven't looked back.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. We'll switch to line curls today. The reason I do line curls today is because I do seated curls on my other hamstring day. Don't have to overthink that one. Just have a variety of movements.
There you go.
I can grab that too.
No, sorry.
Okay, I appreciate it, Cody. Okay.
Holy shit. My adductors are fired.
Ooh.
So you usually do just one warm-up set and then do your working sets, or just kind of slowly, gradually up?
I play it by ear.
Yeah, like whatever you feel.
Yeah, if there's a movement like this where like I'm stacking a decent bit of weight on it, I'll do a couple more warm-up sets than normal. Something like this, I'll probably just do one warm-up set, then straight to the working.
Okay. Oh my God, Kyle, you're too big.
Oh.
Camera angles to get both of you in at the same time.
Yeah.
Almost gotta turn it like diagonally.
I can squat down.
Nah.
I'll be part of the leg day.
What do you got it on, 2?
I'll figure it out. I don't remember. Whatever gravity takes it to.
Yeah.
Those hamstrings are fucking crazy, dude. The separation that you have in there year round, your legs have to be like your lowest body fat percent by far.
I know, right?
Ooh.
This is going to be one of those leg days where you sit down like this on the toilet.
Ideally.
The funny thing is my toilet had to be tightened because it was so loose because I kept fucking flopping down.
I know, dude. The one I have in my apartment now is like, it's like that high off the ground, man. And I'm just too tall for that shit. After a leg day, like, I just bomb it.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Avoid the pain. Oh, shit. Do you want to give me a couple assists to pass failure?
Sure.
Okay.
When you start struggling, then I'll jump in.
Perfect. Just keep the concentric, nice speed. Just keep it rolling.
Okay. Come on, Kyle. There we go. Oh, fuck. Come on. Oh, that's gotta burn. That's gotta burn. One more.
All the way. Bring it up.
One more. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, that's gotta burn.
It burns. That is the nice plus of having a training partner there, is being able to do some intensity amplifiers that you couldn't do on your own.
Yeah.
When I do a set like that on my own, my go-to intensity amplifier would be either like partial reps, so like I hit failure and then just take the reps as far up as I can go, or a drop set. But having someone actually complete the entire rep with you, it's just a new burn. It feels nice.
Yeah.
Come on, Cody, stay aggressive. Come on. Drop those hamstrings. Let's go. Yes. Aggressive. Come on, attack the control. Attack it. Yep. More, Cody. I'm with you. A few more. Yes. Oh, fuck. Nasty. Okay, that's it for hamstring work. That's what I consider like the warm-up of my quad day, because now we're actually getting into the quad portion of the quad day. So the exciting stuff. First thing I'll do is just continue on the more isolated machine work here and go to some quad extension work. Again, this is essentially just to pre-exhaust my squats, so I'm not having to put 400 or 500 pounds on my back leg day after leg day after leg day, and just really compress my spine more than it has to be. Do something like this so I can make 315 feel like 405 normally would. Right.
This is interesting because it's so different compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It feels great though.
Awesome.
It feels really good.
I'm glad to hear it. I was a little bit nervous walking into this leg day trying to change up a fucking seasoned vet here.
No, it feels great.
Awesome. So quads first, quad extensions first, I should say. This is where it gets fun. This is where I toss a little bit more interesting stuff in. So I usually do a couple warm-up sets to get to my first working set. First working set is something I'm sure you're going to be familiar with. Is a Widowmaker. So Widowmaker sets is you pick a weight that you're going to fail with at like around 12 reps.
Sure.
You go to failure, you pause for like 3 to 5 seconds, catch your breath, get a couple breaths, go back at it, and as many sets as it takes after that to get 30 total reps. If it takes 30 sets total or whatever, tough shit. That's just how it goes. So that'll be the first set. Then the second working set, I like to switch to unilateral work. In unilateral work, I feel like I can get a little bit more internal rotation on my femur. That little bit of internal rotation hypothetically should put a little bit more emphasis on the vastus lateralis. or that outer head of the quad to give you a little bit more sweep from the front.
Sure.
It's a bit nerdy.
So right off the jump, you're just freaking balls to the wall. Go as many 12 rep sets or.
So I'll do a couple warm-up sets before I get to that one.
Okay.
But as soon as I get to my first working set, that's what the first working set is that Widowmaker
Gotcha.
set. And it feels fucking terrible, but like in a great way.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, squats are gonna suck.
In a great way, though. Probably gonna feel like looser through the hips than you ever have.
Yeah, probably.
At least I always do.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a celebrity appearance. We have Sexy Mike over there. Sexy Mike right over there, Sexy Mike.
Ooh. Okay. All right. It's the last warm up there.
Who's your favorite classic physique competitor, past or present?
Oh shit, classic physique. Fuck. Logan Franklin.
Really?
Yeah. I love his Logan, or it might be a recency bias, but Josema Munoz. He's the guy that just competed at Pittsburgh and then New York, who challenged Terrence. He was like 5th or something at the Olympia this last year. I like those guys just because they come and peel as hell. Like,
yeah.
You look at how nasty shredded they get, and it's just like, that doesn't even look human. That's just something I strive for, at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that Logan was in the military for a while too.
He was.
Now it's the fun part, huh?
It's the fun part. This is where my heart starts beating.
Oh boy.
It's like an adrenaline rush at this moment. Felt my hands clam up. It's sets like this that I think about all week. You know, as soon as I get done, like I'm anxious as hell for this set and my first set of squats all week. And as soon as that these sets are done, I'm like, thank fucking God, dude. Like it's over. I get done with a leg day, I get home and it's like, oh shit, dude, I gotta do that again next week.
So the goal is to get to 30 reps. Whatever weight you choose,
yeah.
30 reps.
Goal is 30 reps total.
Okay.
Picking an initial weight that you'll fail somewhere in the neighborhood of 12. Doesn't have to be exactly 12.
Sure.
If you get like 15, 16, 17 off the first go,
Yeah.
whatever, just get 30 total.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's still gonna hurt like hell.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
It's game time, Kyle. It's game time.
Ooh, it's fucking game time, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Take a little breather and get right back to it.
Okay. Oh shit.
That looks like it sucks. There we go. Nice.
Okay.
Almost there. Home stretch.
Shit.
Come on, baby. Fourth and goal. Fourth and goal. This is it. Come on. Come on. Come on, Kyle. Come on.
Oh shit.
Nice.
2 more. 3 more. 3 more. Fuck, 4 more. Come on.
Nice.
I said 4 more. That was 3.5. Fuck that. Whew. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. I didn't mention, but I like to do static holds on these ones too. Practice for being on stage is flexing when you're sore as fucking have no energy.
Yeah.
So, unilateral. Squeeze them as hard as you can and hold for 10 seconds.
That's a good idea. That doesn't look fun.
No kidding. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. 3, 2, back into it. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, 21.
4, 3, 2, 23. Yes, Cody, come on. 24, 25. That's 25. That was 25 and a half. Come on, 5 more.
5 more.
5 more. 27, 28, 29. Last one. Can't get out quick enough.
Oh, man. Look at the show.
That's the first of 5 quad working sets today. Whew. Then that is the first working set of this day where I consider like you earned a little bit of rest.
Sure.
This one, I don't like to hop straight back into the unilateral working set on here, just because if I did, I'll probably get like 5 reps.
Yeah.
When in reality, if I rested a minute or 2 extra, I could probably get like 12 reps.
For sure.
At that point, right now, I'm still trying to catch my fucking breath.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into a set where my cardiorespiratory endurance is going to hold me back versus my muscular endurance.
Holy shit.
Yeah. If your quads aren't cramping like a motherfucker after that, like, you're doing it. I like training like that though. You don't need a ton of sets that way.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I do 5 working sets for my quads. and they're definitely my best growing muscle. Like when I try to add a 6-7 set to this day, like my energy through the rest of the week is like tanks. Like my sleep quality goes to shit. That's crazy. So it's always, I'm sure you know, it's an inverse relationship between volume and intensity.
Yep.
You can either do really high intensity training or really high volume or a mix. But like if you try to do really high intensity and really high volume, probably gonna run yourself into the ground.
Crash. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you don't take enough rest days.
Absolutely. That's probably a huge thing that helped me back in my younger years.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love training, so I'll train 7 days a week. And I look like it.
Yeah.
Skinny as fuck.
Right.
Oh. Okay. Hop back into the unilateral work now. This one is way lighter. This one I wouldn't consider like a fluff set by any means, because like we're still getting something out of it.
Yeah.
But compared to what we just did,
More of a pump.
it's definitely more fluffy. It's more of a pump. Really trying to hone in like a sniper on that vastus lateralis, that side head.
Sure.
Obviously, doing a leg extension like this, you're still gonna activate the whole quad no matter what you do. But my bro science brain still believes you can isolate the vastus lateralis a little. Normally, when you're doing any sort of machines like this, you want to line up your joint with the joint on the machine that's doing the movement. So on a leg extension, you're typically lining up your knee with this joint since it's going to be moving together. And if you don't line it up like that, it's going to feel a little bit wonky. However, when we switch to this unilateral work, I like to sit a little bit forward so my knee's a little bit past this joint. The only reason I'm doing that is because the angle of my knee, I'm getting a little bit more knee flexion, and the vastus lateralis really likes knee flexion. It really likes when you stretch at the knee, or bend at the knee, I should say. So I'm pushing the knee a little bit more forward just to get a little bit more bend out of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Makes sense to me.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck.
How's that feel?
Hurts like a motherfucker, but like in the best way ever.
Yeah.
There are some sets and some exercises where like every rep you do, you can just feel more blood get pushed into that muscle.
Yeah.
Such an irreplaceable feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like at least 90% of the reason why meatheads like us fall in love with the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
That one feeling alone.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Go big dog. Come on, big dog. Nice.
Holy shit.
Now, is this kind of a, you're going off of feeling too, or is there a certain rep range you try to hit?
I just try not to get less than 10 on this one, since I consider this more like pump, quote unquote pump work.
Yep. Sure.
Just try to get higher reps. Start with my weaker side. You can see on this one that he's kind of pointing his toes in towards himself, like his toes on his right leg are pointing in towards the middle of his body. That hypothetically should also put a little bit more stress on the vastus lateralis and give you a bit more of that quad sweep. So A, trying to get as much knee flexion as possible, and B, on a leg extension, pointing the toes a little bit inward. Good, Cody. Keep that hip stabilized. All in the quad. Yes, sir.
Oh,
How you feeling?
pumped. They're pumped.
Good, hell yeah. So, this is where I'll go to my main squat movements.
Yep.
I was thinking of Smith squats today. That's kind of what my brain's feeling.
Okay.
Unless you got anything else that you want to do. Down for hack squat, pendulum squat, Smith.
We can do that. We can do Smith. That's fine.
Let's do it.
That'll focus really on the quads.
Yep. I'll probably grab, at least for me, I'll grab something to put my heels under, just because like you talked about earlier, my ankle flexion is really shit.
Sure.
So if I can have something under my heels, that's what I'll do.
Sure.
But if you don't want to do that, absolutely, I won't make you.
I'm not that short.
I wasn't sure.
I think Smith definitely is like the best for just focusing just on quads.
Yeah,
You really want to blow the quads up.
absolutely. It gives you a lot of external stability, so you don't really have to focus on balancing so much. You can just think about like your cues that you want for quads.
Yep.
Just driving those knees forward and really sitting the hamstrings to the calves. That's how you get big quads. There's no two ways around it.
Yeah.
If you want big quads, you gotta squat heavy and you gotta squat deep. There it is.
Let's go, Kyle. Nice. And don't Don't forget to cling and bang.
You ain't growing if you ain't clanging and banging.
It's a concrete jungle in here.
Absolutely, we got the rules on the wall. Pit stop at 275 or straight to 315?
Whatever you feeling. You feel good?
I'm feeling good. Just go straight to 315. See how that feels. In a working set there, go to 365. Whew, shit. Okay.
Let's go, Kyle. Nice.
I'll go up. I'll go to 365 for the first set.
Not a lot of words left in this set.
I'm gonna take a piss and grab my belt, then get to work. I went in South Art, and that's like 10 minutes west of Dickinson.
Okay.
So kind of buttfuck nowhere.
What is it called?
South Art.
South Hart.
Yeah, there's a.
That's the high school, is South Hart?
That's the town, and South Hart High School is the name of the.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Is that Class B?
Yeah, it was Class B. Us with another school were Class B. It was a co-op. There were 200 kids from elementary to senior.
Oh, wow.
And I went there from kindergarten to senior graduation.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do you feel about this set? Nervous?
This set makes me nervous. I think if you aren't nervous to go into your heavy working sets each day, unless it's like an arm day or something,
Yeah.
that you're probably not training with the intensity you need to really stimulate growth. Like if you're not going into your sets of squats with some sweaty hands and an elevated heart rate, just because how fucking scared you are of this set, right? I don't know if you're gonna grow as much as you could be if you put some weight on your back that you're scared of.
Yeah.
Not to say you should put weight on your back that you don't think you can handle, but it should ride that fine line of like, you know you can handle it properly, but it's still heavy as shit and could break you if you make one little mess up. So that's kind of where I'm at with this weight. And again, it's really nice not having to jump to 405, 455, something like that, because we shit on the quads earlier already. Gave it a lot of stimulus over there, and now we can give what I would consider the same stimulus with a lesser load.
I definitely feel it too. Like,
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've had a pump like this, so it feels
Yeah.
great.
It feels good, man. There's nothing like this feeling. Even if people say like the pump doesn't correlate to growth or whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, it feels
damn
great.
good. It feels good. I'll probably take a spot on this one to be safe.
I'll be there. Let's go, big guy. Fuck. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Lightweight. One more. Nice. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't say that when you assist a bro in squats and spot him, it feels like you're just a Cowboys fan.
I didn't hear what he said. My ears are still ringing.
I better get a belt.
Do you want to spot on this one or you got it?
No, you catch your breath.
I'm good if you need it. I typically keep squats at one working set for the reason that we just saw. That's a fucking heavy, hard set. I feel like if I were to try this weight again, I'll probably get crushed. I feel like if I brought it down to a rep or a weight where I could do a rep range of like 10 to 12, it would probably just be fluff volume on how light I would have to go to actually get that rep range again. I feel like one set, balls to the wall intensity, and that's just it. Like, I don't really need much more on this movement pattern. I'll go to something that's a little bit more braced, a little bit more stabilized, like a leg press variation, where I can still output a lot of weight with my legs. I'm just gonna get less glute involvement and need less stabilization from my lower back, my abdomen, that sort of thing. 'Cause my legs still got a little bit of juice to give. Systemically, you kind of tax yourself out on a set like that.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you have any critiques on that? Do you kind of agree with that philosophy?
No, that sounds about right. I think once you get to that final set where you just put everything into that squat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I used to always do 2 working sets of squats, then go into 2 working sets of leg presses.
Yeah.
I always found I just didn't get much out of that second set of squats, other than just like excessive lower back pump. Just because like my legs were so fucking fried, I couldn't feel them anymore.
Yeah.
So I'd go over to something more stabilized, and I could feel them again in the leg press for a set or 2, but
Sure.
I feel pretty confident I'll get there for squats.
For sure.
Has there been anything in this leg day where like you would critique or like, because you're the vet here. I'm not prideful enough to say that I know more than you by any means.
Dude, I just show up. I just show up and throw the weights around. I wouldn't say like I'm not technical or anything. I think what I did was just a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
And what works, what didn't work. Back in 2016, I watched a lot of Rich Piana videos.
Yeah.
And I think it was just show up and go balls to the wall all the time.
Absolutely.
But I think your approach to it is very technical, but it has a meaning to it.
Yeah.
Behind it.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working.
I don't ever want to compromise my intensity or my love of training for the pen and the paper and the science and that. Because at the end of the day, if I had to pick one, if I had to pick a scientific technique or a approach or like a complete bro science approach, I would pick complete bro science 10 out of 10 times. Because it's so much more fucking fun.
Yeah.
Right. Like you said, it's the trial and error, which trial and error is really just scientific method on yourself.
On yourself.
Yeah. So.
And like we said earlier, one thing might work for somebody else where, vice versa, it might not work for you, but it's just really what your body responds to, and that's just you being able to find that out.
Exactly. You know? I agree with that. Okay.
What's that?
Important set is to clean up.
You gotta have good gym etiquette. A gym's not a gym without proper gym etiquette.
It can be hardcore and grungy and old school. That doesn't mean it has to be dirty.
Yeah.
Oh. What leg press variation do you typically run?
I kind of do a lot. Pretty much every machine you see here. But is this going to be the last working set or final
last
workout?
exercise? Yep.
Let's
Squat
do
press.
this. So usually what I do on this particular leg press, I like this one for quads, just because it just has, that one motion.
Yep.
So I put my legs down here as far as I can go and together. And then I just go all the way down and up. And you can really blast the quads that way. So, what do you want to start with?
Start with 3. Whew, okay. So exactly like he said, really what you want to do on leg presses, or anywhere where you have a pad to push off, is get your feet as low as possible on the pad, where you can still comfortably press off and get that full range of motion. The reason why we're putting our feet as low as possible is because when we get all the way back, having our feet all the way down is going to create as much knee flexion as possible. Again, the quads really like being under heavy load with a lot of stretch. Yeah. Yep. Rep ranges on leg presses for no scientific reason whatsoever, just a more old school approach. I like the rep range of like 20 to 30-ish for working sets. Again, there's not much like scientific reason behind that. It's what my first few bodybuilding coaches had me doing. That's what all the old school guys at the gym, the old school powerlifters always did on leg press. That's what I always did. Whether or not there's science behind it, it fucking works. You can look at his quads. He's got huge quads. I'm sure you do high rep on leg press, right?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. You want to go to 6?
Sure.
Okay.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Ain't nobody want to lift this heavy ass weight. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Good. Come on now. Come on. There we go. There we go. Good.
Oh, shit.
How you feeling?
Today like that after leg press. If you're walking normal after leg press, you didn't do a working set. At the very least, you should be walking like you have a stick up your butt. At the most, shouldn't be walking.
That's a good analogy.
That 6-plate one, I didn't necessarily intend to be a working set, but by the time I got to like the 3rd and 4th rep, it was feeling pretty damn good. So I just carried it through as a working set. I was planning on going maybe 7-8 plates, but my strength is pretty gassed from all the other movements today, which isn't bad. I'll still push myself as absolutely hard as I can on this, but pushing yourself as hard as you can is just relative to how much you have in the tank. Do one more set on this. This last set will have another intensity amplifier. Intensity amplifier on this last set will be a 2-time rest pause. Rest pause is a pretty straightforward intensity amplifier, something you can do if you're training alone. Essentially all you're gonna do is take your set to failure with whatever rep range that is. Once you hit failure, you're going to either rack the weight or just hold the weight in the locked out position. Something like leg press, I just hold it in locked out position since that weight is really traveling through the ankle, knee, hip. It's not really placing much tension on the actual quads. So, gonna hit failure, rack the weight, hold it for 15 seconds or so, catch your breath, go to failure again, rack for another 15 seconds, go to failure again. And that's your 2-time rest pause. So, that's what we'll do on this one. I'm gonna take about 60 extra seconds here because my breathing obviously still isn't back to my baseline yet. Shit.
You're not into it, but to do it.
Last one of the day, baby. Can't go home being a loser after this.
Yep. There's gonna be no sex in the shower after this.
Lay down for this one. You do me.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh shit.
Come on, Kyle, one more.
I'm gonna get 5 on this one. Let's get 5.
Oh, push. There you go. Come on. Come on. One more. Nice and easy, slow. Last one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Roll off. Look how blown up your quads are.
Fuck. don't got a voice left yet.
Jesus. Oh, shit. Oh. Up. Here we go. Whoa. Up.
Last one, Cody. Don't lose the momentum. Let's go. Like a piston. Come on. Pistons don't stop. Let's go. Come on, Cody. 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Yes. 2 more. All the way, all the way, all the way. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
15, 14,
Oh my God.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That's a crazy fucking pump. 5, 4, 3. Last one, finish strong. Don't get in your head, come on. Easier than that. 2 more. Come on, Cody. Don't leave the fucking loser. You know you want the last one. He just wants to show you his glute gains.
Oh my God.
He just wants to show you the glute pump.
Quads are on fire. Yeah, I see this pump.
They're like 3 inches off your knee, dude.
Oh man.
That's fucking crazy, man. Look how far they jut out off the kneecap there. Big Rami.
Woo. Oh.
Oh, shit. You can relax for a second. I got my breath.
I'm gonna walk this off. Oh.
That's all she wrote, though. That's it.
Definitely gotta eat a lot of food after this.
The post-workout meal.
I'm gonna go to jail beers. Get a triple Humpty Dumpty. 3 patties, 3 eggs, fries, and a side of peanut butter. It's usually the go-to. Now you know what we got to do, Kyle.
What's that?
Go finish up in the posing room.
I was scared you were going to say that. Give me a couple more years to get some meat on the course.
Let's go take a peek.
Fuck. I'm about to get shown up. That's definitely when you gotta stretch after. Could not just hop in bed after this. Jesus Christ, dude. Meaty as fuck.
That's a good pump.
That is a crazy ass pump. Got to find the adductors are there. It's just like, boom. That's crazy. That's a very good display of open versus classic right there.
How do you do your rear?
I like to stand a little bit tall and pop the glutes back so my adductors still touch. So instead of like really tucking the glutes under to get like that feathering in the glutes, that's why I try to work my glutes a little bit harder so they feather no matter what. So I can push them back a little bit and keep my legs touching right here to keep that thick appearance.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I feel like I get shot in the hamstring after that.
Well, that was part 1 with Cody and Kyle. Stay tuned for part 2. I'll run it. Kyle will assist, and we'll see how it goes from there. This was an excellent leg day.
Absolutely.
My legs are toast. My central nervous system is toast. I'm starving. So we checked all the boxes for a good leg day.
Absolutely, I agree.
So I'll probably be sore for the next few days. So that was good. That was an excellent leg day.
Absolutely. We talked a lot of scientific, nerdy programming stuff in that video. At the end of the day, really what it comes down to is what we talked about after the squats. You just gotta train hard. You don't have to overthink the movements. You don't have to overthink, I want this on this set. That'll come in time.
Yeah.
Just key takeaway from us today is train hard. You want big legs, you just gotta squat some heavy ass weight.
Yeah.
I think that's
Eat big, get big too.
absolutely. Pick up the fork.
Oh yeah. Good job.